My country, 'tis of thee, sweet land of liberty, of thee I sing. My name is Vicki Meek, and I'm an artist, and I live in Dallas, Texas. But Houston is my art home. I started making art when I was 8 years old in Philadelphia, that's where I'm from, and I started getting formal art lessons at 8. I was trained as a sculptor. I got my BFA in sculpture from Tyler School of Fine Arts in Philadelphia, and then I got my MFA in sculpture at University of Wisconsin in Madison. This show, The Journey to Me, which is here at the Art League of Houston, is an exploration actually of my trajectory as far as an artist is concerned. My biggest inspiration was Elizabeth Catlett. She was a sculptor, African-American woman from DC, and she did work that was both political and racial. So that was a very big influence on what I decided to do as an artist, and so my work has always been political. But as this show indicates, I went from being like overtly political to beginning to look at the work through a sort of spiritual lens once my children were born. So you kind of track my, progression in that way through this exhibition. When Art League of Houston informed me that I was the 2021 Texas Artist of the Year, they said, well, you're going to have an exhibition. And I thought, okay, great. I've been doing installation for over 40 years, so I thought I would do an installation. And they said, well, you're going to have all 3 galleries. And I went, oh, so that's a little different. And so I started thinking about that. I said, if I have 3 galleries, then I should really take this as an opportunity to explore all of what I've been doing over the years. And so that's how it came to be The Journey to Me. And I started looking at, I think people would be kind of interested in, what was my aesthetic development and how did that grow over the years. And I started thinking about the galleries being connected as opposed to 3 separate galleries with 3 separate conversations going on. So all 3 of these galleries are linked by the conversation that's happening on the walls. Well, I always hope that viewers take away something about history, because my work is rooted in understanding Black history. I'm always hoping that the audience will be more interested and look into some of the things that I'm putting out there for them to explore. I'm always hoping that they will understand that I'm creating healing spaces for the most part in terms of the work that I'm doing, especially when in my ancestor rooms, which, this is the space that I'm in now. There's my great-grandmother, my grandmother, my great-great-grandmother, my grandfather, and my parents on the tapestry. And then behind us is ancestor yard, so to speak. It's got peat moss on the ground, which is a healing element. The roosters represent ancestors. The blue color is a protection color. That's why the room is blue. That's why the rooster's feet are blue. Yeah, everything that I do is symbolic. I mean, you can assume when you're looking at my work that the colors mean something, that the materials are all about something in specific. I'm basically trying to do the same thing that traditional African art does. Traditional African art is always symbolic. It always has meaning. It's never done just for the sake of doing something pretty. It's about communicating something that the community will understand because of the symbols that are used. Those are the spaces that I really want people to just be able to reflect on humanity and what it means to be a human being and connected to other human beings.
Hi, I am Michelle Barnes. I am an artist educator, co-founder, and executive director of the Community Artists Collective. Since 1987, we have led change and service to the community through programs of excellence that provide opportunities for artists and non-artists to engage. We provide the educational and cultural link among African American artists in all communities, inspiring unlimited creativity. I've known Vicki Meek since about 1985, 84, something like that, when I was introduced to her, fortunately, by Floyd Newsom, as I was looking to showcase African American women visual artists. And he said, you've got to meet Vicki, you've got to consider her. And am I glad that I did? What a font of information, knowledge and expertise about the art world, about elders who have transitioned into ancestry, upon whose shoulders we still stand. Vicki, thank you for including the collective on your journey. We're so happy to salute you, applaud you, and share gratitude for you.